Hello, welcome to class. This is another Yoga for BJJ practice, today with a bit more focus on the hips and the knees. You don't really need anything for this class. You can practice on carpet, you can practice on wood floor or in your academy on the mats, whatever you prefer. If you do have your belt nearby, we'll need it for one quick exercise in the beginning to open up the shoulders, but besides that you don't really need any props. I also put together a free ebook for Yoga for BJJ, so just check in the description below and make sure you get that ebook to really make your training more sustainable. I love Jiu Jitsu too. I've been training for over 11 years and I love it. I don't want to stop, I don't want to give it up, but Jiu Jitsu will break you if you don't take extra care of your body, if you don't approach it mindfully and wisely. If you're training 5-6 times a week and you're going hard and you do nothing else, eventually you will pay the price for that. And I don't know about you, but my intention is to roll until my last day. So I still have many decades ahead of me and I don't want to destroy my body in the process doing what I love. So I find yoga and jiu-jitsu is a wonderful combination to make jiu-jitsu more sustainable, to keep rolling for a long time, to improve your skills and your actual jiu-jitsu. Of course, you want to do different things, but just in terms of longevity and sustainability, I find this combination amazing. Enough said, grab your belt. We'll start seated. So sit down in a seated position. Doesn't matter which one for now. I'm gonna face you this way, but you can rotate however you like. Fold your belt in half. And then grab the belt pretty close to the edges. Straighten the arms, and from the front you move the belt up and over the head without bending the arms, and then move it all the way back, open across the shoulders, the chest, all that area that we tighten so much, and then move again back up and forward. Now if this is not accessible, then grab the belt wider. If you need wider than half, then just don't fold the belt and grab wider. If you don't feel much, then just go a bit more narrow with your grip. We're going to do 4 or 5 more. Forward and back. Try to keep the upper body kind of stiff and still in this one. So you're not opening the front, arching your back in any way. We really want to isolate into the chest muscles and also the shoulders. Hanging is also a wonderful way to open up same areas. So just forward and back. Let's do one more. And then put the belt to the side. Do more if you want to. You can always pause. And then you can just sit down on your butt, bring one leg forward, the other leg back. So we're coming into a 90-90 position. So that just means when you look down to the leg, the shin about 90 degrees parallel to the thigh of the front leg and also of the back leg. And then once you're here, you can bend your knees more too if that's not accessible, if it's too much for your knees because they're already messed up. Then I'm happy you're here because it doesn't have to be that way. And then you fold forward and down over the middle of your front shin. So you can just prop yourself up onto your hands. You can also rest on your elbows and forearms. Throughout this whole practice, we want to take deep breaths through the nose. Keep the lips sealed the whole time. Now move the hands next to the knee and the foot. Stay on the fingertips and be light on the fingers. We start to push ourselves up with the strength from the hips and not necessarily with the arms, and then slowly lower back down. Slowly push up and lower down. We're going to do 3 more. If you want to not use the hands, you can. Push yourself up, lower down. Last 2. And last one, push up and then hands down. We're going to lean back into the back leg, into the back hip, which is an internal rotation which most of us don't really have the ability to internally rotate well. But it's going to make you a better athlete all around to have a bit more internal rotation capability. So we're just stretching it, leaning back into it, resting back into it. 2-3 deep breaths. Slowly release. You're sitting upright. Now you prop yourself up onto the right hand a bit. The left hand can go wherever. And we're gonna lift the left foot and the left knee up off the ground. Keep that right knee pressing down and lower back down. We lift and lower. Lift, lower. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. We're going to bring the left leg forward, the right leg back. So we just switch sides. Now you can also see it a bit better. 90-90 position and fold forward and down over your left shin. First, we relax here for a bit before we do any more work. And this practice has some active parts in it. If you just want to do something as a cool down after your Jiu Jitsu training, you would do something a bit different. And I have plenty of videos here on the platform that cover simple cool down stretches. This is more something you do in the morning. Even if you're training after or if you're training at night, any time is great, but right after Jiu-Jitsu, you're usually too exhausted from all the rolling that you don't want to do even something this intense, although this is not really considered intense compared to what else I'm sharing here on the platform, which I highly encourage you to check out because it's all about strength. Yoga is all about strength. Okay, place your hands next to the foot and the knee. Perform as push-ups. Push up. And lower back down. Nice and controlled. Push up. And lower down. If you want, lift the hands up. Push up. Rise up. Lower down. Come up. Lower down. Last one. Come up. Hands behind you. Lean back into the right hip. Internal rotation now in that right hip. Deep breaths before we do some activations for this right side. Slowly come up. Readjust your hands. You're going to lean a little bit to the left side just so that you can lift the right leg up so you're not in your full end range. So whenever you have a position here, we're going to start to lift the right knee and the right foot up. Lower down. Lift. Lower. 5. Lower. 4. Lower. 3. Lower. 2. Lower. Lift, hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Cross your legs. And then fold forward and down over the shin, over your legs. Walk the hands forward. Melt down, round your back, breathe into the lower back. Very simple but very effective stretch. Push yourself back up and we switch the legs. The other leg comes forward and the other leg comes back and then fold forward and down. What you have to think about with Jiu Jitsu specifically is that we're always in this rounded position a lot of the times. We're always kind of like here. Rounded back, knees somewhat up towards the upper body. So we're constantly in flexion, closing the front body, fighting whatever is in front. And so one of the concepts you can think about of if you're wondering what should I do to help my jiu-jitsu, to help my body, and since we're closing the front so much in jiu-jitsu, you want to open the front, open yourself in your recovery, in your training, in your whatever you want to do to make your jiu-jitsu more sustainable. Push yourself back up. Now place both feet on the ground, a bit wider than the hips, both hands behind you. So that's exactly what we're doing now with a couple rounds of reverse tabletop. So with your inhale, lift your hips up, open across the chest. Exhale, lower the hips down, let them hover. Just 2 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower down. Cross the ankles again, doesn't matter which way. Roll over the knees, over the ankles. Let's come into a tabletop position. Untuck the toes. Inhale, open the front, arch your back. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, open the front. Exhale, round. Tuck the toes under, move the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Walk the feet a bit further back so that ideally the heels are lifted off the ground so that the heels are not on the mat, because then you can reach the heels down, get more of a lengthening in the whole back side. What we want to do here is not just lengthen the hamstrings, but actually lengthen the entire superficial back line, which is the whole back side of your body. Nice and slow breaths through the nose. Start to walk the hands towards the feet. Let's come into a forward fold at the back of the mat or wherever you're at. Allow the upper body and the head be heavy. Straighten your legs if you can. That way we lengthen the entire back line. Let's take a deep breath in, lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. 2 more like this with the breath. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Exhale to fold. Keep the legs straight if you can. We roll up from the bottom of the spine to the top. Slowly roll up. The arms reach up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Release the hands down. Rotate the arms and the hands in. Chin down. Roll down. All the way down into a forward fold. Keep the legs straight. It takes several breaths. Focus on all the little movements. Articulate through the spine. And we roll back up. Then bend the knees, chair pose, reach the arms forward. And then grab opposite shoulders. So we do a little bit for the knees. Like I said, it's going to be a bit more hip and knee focused. Look down to the toes. We want to move now the knees over the toes and then move the knees closer together. Nice and slow. Be careful here. Listen to the body. Maybe the knees touch, maybe not. Doesn't matter. We're holding here for 10, 9, 8. Bend the knees a bit more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees again out, away from another, and straighten your legs. We'll do 2 more just like that. So the key here is in order to create strong knees, we need to move the knees over the toes, and we need to work on rotation in the knee, which we'll do later on. So again, bend the knees forward over the toes, and then the knees together. So there's some rotation in the knee happening already now, but we're just trying to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees apart, straighten the legs. Come up to standing. We'll do 1 more round. Slow the breath down, nice and slow through the nose. When you're ready, move the knees forward and then together. Bend down a little bit more. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward fold, knees apart, straighten the legs, arms down. Lift up halfway. Walk the hands forward, downward facing dog again. Lift your right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Come high into the left toes, exhale right knee to the right elbow. Round your back, push the ground away. Step the right foot outside the right hand for lizard lunge position. Move left and right, forward, back, make circles, whatever you need to do to open up or get that feeling of opening up the hips and the groin. Set the left knee down, untuck the left toes, rise up, and we do a low lunge here, modified, arms up. Move the hips forward and down. Bring more weight into the right foot. Left arm forward, right arm back, revolved, low lunge. Both arms up again. Bring the hands down inside the right foot and then straighten the front leg. And melt over the right knee, over the right shin. It's okay if the butt is more back and you're not directly over the left knee. Doesn't matter in this class today. Rotate the right leg out, fold down. Rotate in, fold down. And slowly release. Bring both hands to the front, rebend the front leg. Come onto the left toes, lift the left knee up. Again, lizard lunge, and we're now stepping the left foot to the left hand. So we're coming into a wide squat. Bring the feet a bit closer together if you need to, and then squat all the way down. The ability to squat, so crucial and helpful for daily life, but also for something like martial arts and Jiu Jitsu, where you're moving in so many directions all the time. Being able to squat deeper will just make you a better athlete overall and more functional as a human. Slowly release, hands down. Step the right foot back, then the left. Let's come into a plank. Shift forward, slowly start to bend your arms. We lower all the way down to the ground for 5, 4, 3, elbows in, 2, 1. Slide the fingertips forward, bring the feet wider apart, press into the hands, lift the upper body up, and lower down. Like a wave, 2 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Last one, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Slide the hands back. Push yourself back up. Plank to downward facing dog. We get ready for the other side, but first slow the breath down through the nose. No need to rush. The slower you move, actually, the more you will learn. The more nervous system reprogramming is happening, and the more you will get out of it. Lift your left leg up and back. 3-legged dog. Come high into the right toes, left knee forward to the left elbow. Step the left foot outside the left hand. Lizard lunge. Again, adjust, move around. Let's release the right knee down, untuck the right toes and rise up. Move the hips forward and down, arms up. Right arm forward, left arm back. Both arms up again. Both hands down inside the left foot, straighten the front leg. Move the hip back. The left toes are reaching up towards your head. Move the left hand outside the left leg. Melt down over your left knee, over the left shin a bit more. Rotate the left leg out, melt down again. And rotate in, melt down again. Rebend the front leg, both hands to the front of the mat. Step the right foot outside the right hand. Come into a deep low squat. Try to lengthen through the spine. Be tall here, hips are low, spine is long. Hands down. Step the left foot back, then the right. For a plank pose again. Shift forward, bend the arms, chaturanga pose, elbows in, arms bent, 90 degrees, shift more forward, 3, 2, 1. Plank, knees down, elbows down, glide forward and through, deep breath in, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Walk the feet forward and squat down. So we're kind of at the middle of the mat if you have a mat. And then sit your butt down. Now we're doing something for the knees, so I'm going to readjust here, but just stay wherever you are. Bend your left leg a lot, so bring your left heel close to your right hip. And then we hold on to the right leg as if we're doing a rear naked choke. And that is to lock in the right thigh. Now we're doing controlled articular rotations, or short for CARs, for the knee. So we're working on rotation for the knee, in the knee joint. For the knee to rotate, it needs to be bent. So that's why we want to oftentimes lock in the thigh or straighten the leg when we go for a heel hook, because then there's not much rotation. Anyway, so we rotate the whole shin and the foot to the right side, to the outside. Then we start to straighten while we keep that rotation. Rotate in and then bend again. Keep that rotation to the inside, straighten again. And then rotate out and start to bend. And we do one more just like that, but you can of course do more if you want to. Just want to demo it here. Keep the rotation to the inside, straighten the leg, and rotate out and bend. And we switch sides. Let go of that leg. Right heel comes to the left butt cheek. Rear naked choke your left quad. And then we do the same thing on this side. So you want to rotate not just the foot, but the whole shin. So focus and look at the shin. That's where you want to see the rotation, because then it's truly coming from the knee. And yes, the knee can rotate. It's not a hinge. It can actually rotate quite a bit if you train it. If you don't train it, you get injured. It's that simple. Rotate to the outside. Straighten the leg. Rotate to the inside and bend. Keep the inside rotation, straighten. Rotate outside. Keep the outside rotation, straighten. Rotate inward and start to bend. Keep the inward rotation, start to straighten again. We finish up here. And then rotate outside. Start to bend. And release. You can of course do more if you want. But let's just come into a cross-legged position. To finish up here, sit nice and tall. Close your eyes, place your hands wherever it's comfortable. Breath through the nose. Just a minute here of deep breathing, paying a bit more attention. Breathe more into the belly, into the sides, into the lower back, up and down. Breathe in all directions. Slowly blink your eyes open again. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Flo. It's been an honor to practice with you today. I hope I see you again on the mat tomorrow. Keep it up. I hope you're feeling good and have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.